All right, welcome back to Malik Cunningham franchise. Just had an issue with the game where nothing seemed to want to load. So we actually have to do this again. We're going to take the XP and -7 stamina, but 500 XP for all players. And I was going to try to look at what draft picks we have before we do the focus scouting. We have our own pick, which right now would be number 7. We're projected to have number 1 next year. If that stays the same, I think we're going to look to trade that to get picks of this year. We don't have a second round pick, and then we don't pick again until the 7th. But we have our own pick, which I would like to try to win out and make the playoffs, but there's a corner who looks absolutely sick. Everything. We'll get his true talent after scouting him. There's a left tackle who might be good. We'll go with the receivers because it's really hard to know if receivers are good in the draft unless you get their true talent. They could have like Fs. They could have a couple of Fs and still be really good, especially if it's like F catching. No weekly strategy because we're in the bye week. We'll advance to week 12, where we take on the Ravens, who are 7-3. And I think I'm actually gonna look here to sign Joel Batonio to a 1-year deal. We may re-sign him and then try to trade him. Probably gonna give him a really big contract. We may look to trade him in the off season if he doesn't retire. We got him back. Jack Jones, we're not gonna bring back. Tyquan Thornton. Brevin Jordan, we could look to bring back, but I mean, he's not asking for too much money. He is still developing, and he's really just our backup. We could look to bring back Brevin Jordan. We give him a 3-year deal, up the money just a little bit. He's back. We're not bringing back Bailey Zappi. Got some 5th-year options to think about. But let's take a look at our schedule here and what we've done so far. Lost week 1 to the Dolphins, then we beat the Commanders, lost 2 in a row, beat the Falcons, lost 2 more in a row, beat the Broncos, lost to the Saints, beat the Browns. So we haven't actually been able to string 2 wins in a row together. We have not won 2 games in a row. We beat the Broncos by a lot, and then we came back and lost to the Saints. We've got the Ravens, the Panthers, the Buccaneers, the Steelers, the Texans, the Bills, and the Jets. Not the easiest schedule moving forward, but there's some winnable games there. No scenarios this week, so we'll do our weekly strategy. They want us to defend the outside run. I'm fine with that. They also want us to run outside. I would rather not do that. Rather run inside. We'll take Malik Cunningham through the practice drill here. Try to get him upgraded to star dev. Still haven't had a development upgrade in practice. I think I might have had one in Lions franchise. Maybe. I don't think it was in practice. I think it was in training camp, but we've got some really good receivers. Hopefully we can get them involved today. Should look to run the ball some, try to shorten the game a little. And we'll probably try to be a little more balanced, not just run the ball and not just throw it. But really depends on what we can get going running the ball. If we're having trouble running the ball, I'm not just going to keep running it. And we've already got gold here. We've completed pretty much every pass so far. That was nice. Tiptoed in the back of the end zone. Launch it up here to Boone, who will be playing. And I just realized that in my Browns franchise that at this point I probably uploaded yesterday, I did not show the dev trait of the tight end the rookie tight end that was revealed. And I don't think I even looked to see what it was. So if you come back and watch the next episode of Browns franchise, we'll find that out. We've drafted some pretty good tight ends in all of our franchises. Have a few injuries today on both sides of the ball, and we'll take a look at the injury report before we start. Will Anderson's got an upgrade. We'll go speed rusher, just make him better at what he's already good at. +1 acceleration, +2 finesse moves, and +1 man, +2 zone. It's pretty good. Christian Gonzalez has an upgrade. We'll go slot. +1 awareness, +3 man, +3 press. Gets his man coverage pretty high. His zone coverage isn't real high. We'll go elusive back on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Alex good. We're actually going to go possession. Awareness, run block, short route running. He's got another ability slot. And I'd like to give him a balance beam. Avoid stumbling when carrying the ball. And then the other one I would like to give him is reach for it. Will frequently attempt to gain extra yards while being tackled. So he's going to try to get extra yards, and he also can't stumble. Or is going to look to avoid stumbling. Malik Cunningham has an upgrade. We're going to go strong arm. +1 throw accuracy deep. +1 throw accuracy mid. +2 throw under pressure. And he's 26 years old. Was an older rookie. And really his awareness, his throw power is not great. 89 throw power. But his medium accuracy is starting to be a little better. Playing up higher. And really it's just his threat to run that makes him so dangerous. Keon White. We're going to go run stopper. No block shedding upgrades. Go power on the center. Make him a little better. We'll just auto upgrade everybody else. And I did say we would take a look at the injury report here. Juwan Bentley and Antonio Brewer. Both injured in practice. We don't have anybody out long term. So, pretty healthy on both sides of the ball. Just some practice injuries. And we're going to take on the Ravens today. And we are playing in Baltimore. Going to be a tough game. The Ravens are pretty good. But if we can get pressure on Lamar Jackson, maybe cause a couple of turnovers, we'll be looking good. Looks like we're going to get the ball first, as Justin Tucker's out on the field. Abraham back to return. He's going to bring it up almost to the 30, to the 28-yard line. He's a pretty good returner. And here comes Malik Cunningham. 14 touchdowns, 23 picks, 2,500 yards. Would love to get some touchdowns and no picks today. Gonna bring out Edwards-Helaire on the ball. Pick up 4. Gonna bring out Ramondre Stevenson, who does have superstar development. He's gonna get a carry, and he's gonna pick up a first down after a run of 6 yards. We're gonna look to throw here. After the first couple of runs, we're actually gonna check it down to Ramondre Stevenson. He only gets 2, but it is a positive gain. And 2nd and 8, I'm going to look to run here. And if we can get at least 3 or 4 yards, we're actually going to get more than that as Edwards-Helaire picks up a first down. I started to say if we can at least get 3 to 4 yards there, bring up a third manageable, but it's first down. We're going to throw the bubble screen here. If we can get a good block, and we do, and that's actually going to count as a rush for Boone on the backwards pass. It's another first down. We're moving right down the field. Only get 1 there by Ramondre Stevenson, but we've been trying to run the ball today. Wouldn't mind running it again here. Bringing Edwards-Helaire. He gets close to a first down. He's got 3 rushes already for 22 yards. Go power run here for Stevenson. Just try to take it right up the gut for a first down. He is able to get the first down. He's got 3 rushes for 12 yards. Not a bad start. We're going to go play action here. Probably look to get it to the tight end. The rookie. Threw that into a crowd, and that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're going to go play action again here. And that's open to Garrett Wilson for a touchdown. And we score first. Garrett Wilson. They left him wide open. Malik Cunningham found him on the rollout. And we have scored first here in Baltimore. Only 3 passes on that first drive, but we didn't need to pass the ball too much. 10 plays, 72 yards. And now we'll see if our defense can get a stop. Lamar Jackson, 13 touchdowns, 4 picks. The yards, not real impressive, but he's also got that ability to run, so. As Will Anderson Jr. drops Lamar Jackson for a loss of 5 on the quarterback keeper. He's going to hand it off this time, and that's big yards there for Devin Singletary. 20 yards on the rush. We were just kind of out of position on that one. That's a pass. Looks like, yeah, Mark Andrews on that one. Picks up 9. Oh, and we're going to run right up the middle. Looks like they were trying to set up a screen there. And there was no blocking on that one. And we get the sack. And they're going to pick up a first down here. $16 yards. And we've really, on this first drive, limited Lamar Jackson's ability to run, but hopefully we can continue to do that. He's got 3 rushes for -4 yards. Gonna play his zone defense here. Just try not to give up a big play. He's actually going to take off and get hit by Patrick Queen a yard short of the first down. They're going to go for it here. Don't know how wise of a decision that is, but looks like they might be running the ball. And we can't get them. Dobbins, 18 yards on the play. But if we could somehow get a stop here and force a field goal. And that looks like it's not actually going to be a touchdown. Lamar Jackson 3 for 3 for 40 yards already. They're going to try to get the ball off here before, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. End of the first quarter. They've got the ball at the 2, first and goal. They're just going to run it right up the middle for a touchdown. Devin Singletary. And their drive looked a little bit like ours. Not too many passes, but a lot of runs. We're going to get the ball back here. Tie game, 7-7. We're going to bring this one out of the end zone. Don't quite get to the 25, but do get to the 22. We're going to look to do what was successful on that last drive, and that's running the ball. May not be the most exciting thing, but it's been effective. 4 rushes for 30 yards from Edwards-Helaire. We're actually going to look to go play action on this play. Maybe take a deep shot. And we get sacked. Going to run no huddle here. And we get sacked again. I was trying to take off with Malik Cunningham there. We're going to call timeout because I didn't want to run no huddle there. Wanted to punt the ball. Probably should have ran the ball on second down there instead of trying to take a shot. But not a great punt. We're going to get the ball at the 45-yard line. That's actually a forward pass as they pick up 2. They're going to run the ball. We're there to stop them. Brings up 3rd and 6. Get a stop here. Get the ball right back. They're not in field goal range. And that's dropped. First drop of the day. Sharp was right there. And we're going to get the ball back. As that's a pretty bad punt. We're going to get the ball to the 33-yard line. We're going to get back to what had us successful on that first drive, running the ball. And that's not successful as we tried to run it up the middle. Going to run the ball again. And now we're going to be forced to throw on 3rd and 11. I think we're going to look to set up a screen here. If we can get some blockers. 4th and 5. We're going to punt the ball. Just didn't want to take too much of a chance on that one and turn the ball over. Maybe played it a little too conservatively there, but in a tie game, really don't want to go for it on 4th down and give up an easy score. And we stopped them the last time they had the ball, so Dobbins looks to take it outside. Looks like he got slowed up a little bit by his blocks there. Lamar Jackson alone in the backfield. Actually going to be kind of like a tight end screen there. They play it kind of conservatively and only pick up 5 yards. And we're going to get the ball back again with not a lot of time left in the first half. That's a much better punt from the Ravens. Do get a little bit of a return out to the 25. And with we've got 3 minutes here, but I think we're going to have to look to throw the ball a little more on this drive. Going to check it down to good there. He picks up 8. Only our 5th pass of the game. We're going to run it here. Just look to pick up the 2 yards for the first down. Clock is running. We do pick up the first down. We're going to go no huddle here. We're actually going to run a screen. Fortunately, we do have to shift around the formation a little. Pick up a couple of blocks there. We get about 9. We're on the draw. We are able to pick up a first down. If we can run the screen again. Hopefully they don't read it. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. We did pretty well there. We're doing pretty well. Moving right down the field. Not really any big plays, but nothing huge anyway. But that was not a good throw. He was pretty well covered. And 2nd and 1, I think we're just going to look to get the ball to Stevenson here. Try to pick up the first down. He's open. He gets the first down. And we've got a new fresh set of downs here. We're going to go read option here. And see what we can get with Malik Cunningham. Only gets 3. I don't mind it though. Can run a screen here. And the screens have been working for us today. It's another first down. We'll go no huddle again. We're actually going to run a draw here because I don't think they're going to be expecting it. Get 5. And Stevenson's open. He's going to pick up a couple. We're going to call a timeout here, 3rd and 2. Only 37 seconds left. Would love to get into the end zone here, especially with the Ravens getting the ball to start the second half. 3rd and 2, really just want to pick up the first down here. We're going to roll out with Malik Cunningham. He doesn't get there, and they're going to call timeout. It's 4th and 1. I think we're going to go fullback dive. "32 seconds. If we pick up the first down, we can call a timeout if we need to. And we're going fullback dive, and that's a big play down to the 7-yard line. We're going to call a timeout. And we're going to look to throw it into the end zone here. Jamison Williams might be the guy on this. No one covers Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. We're actually just going to throw it to Jamison Williams. He doesn't get into the end zone. He's down at the 1. Clock is ticking. And that's knocked down. 5 seconds left. 3rd and goal. They want us to kick the field goal. I really don't want to kick the field goal yet. I really don't want to run a fake field goal with Bailey Zappi. And Garrett Wilson's open. We get the touchdown. His 2nd of the day. We'll kick the extra point. And they're only going to have 3 seconds here. They're just going to take a knee. Take it into the half. It's going to be halftime. Reminder, if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment. If you don't like the video, you can give it a dislike. That's fine too. And we're looking to try to win this game. We're looking to make a run at the playoffs. There's no chance of us winning the division, but we could get in the wild card. Especially if we were to win most of our games down the stretch here. Our last games against the Jets, they're not very good. I think we do have the Bills one more time. That's going to be tough. We'll go run inside again. We'll go defend outside run. Ravens get the ball to start the second half here. And our defense has played pretty well today. Look to continue that in the second half. They only get 5 there. Don't think they gave him his forward progress. Malik Cunningham just checks it down. They're actually going to lose a yard on that play. We're going to take Patrick Queen on a blitz here. And that's just a little bit of an inaccurate throw from Lamar Jackson. Don't see that a ton. And we get the ball back here. We're actually going to get flagged here for delay game because I was looking at something on my phone and didn't pay attention that the clock had run down. So it's actually going to be a much tougher 1st and 15 here. But we're going to just run the ball right up the middle with Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get the penalty yardage back. And we're going to go play action here on 2nd and 10. Good was open, but we're just going to take off Malik Cunningham, pick up 4. Go no huddle again, but we're going to change the formation here. And there's too much pressure. We can't get the throw away. And I think it's probably a good idea to punt on 4th and 6. Sometimes that's my problem. Sometimes I don't punt the ball enough. Sometimes I like to go for it. Oh. First down for the Ravens. Would prefer not to give up a touchdown here, but big plays like that, we just might. There's another completion to Mark Andrews. They get the ball out quickly. Pick up another first down. They're having success when they're throwing the ball. They really are. It's really their rushing attack that we've been able to stop a lot of the game. Lamar Jackson, 6 rushes for 9 yards. They're running it up the middle. They're going to get another first down. It's 1st and goal. Even if they get a touchdown here, it's still tied. We'll have a chance to go down the field and answer. It's actually picked off by Kyle Duggar. He's going to bring it out of the end zone and out to the 17-yard line. And that's a game-changing moment. First turnover of the game for either team. Gonna hand it off up the middle to Ramondre Stevenson here. He's not had as much success running the ball as Edwards-Helaire's had. Right now we have the same amount of yards as Baltimore, but we've been more successful running the ball. 7 rushes for 44 yards, and nothing crazy on the amount of yards we have today running the ball, but it's been effective enough. Do get the first down there. Got caught up on the blocks a little bit, but we're actually going to change the formation here. Look to go play action. Check it down to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to pick up 6. And we can probably run out the rest of the third quarter with the first down here. We are going to run another play. Run a little RPO here. We're just going to hand it off on the RPO. Right up the middle, we get another 7 yards. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. Second and 3 here. We're going to run it up the middle. Just go halfback dive. Get pretty close. 3rd and 1. We're actually going to run this outside a little bit. We get another first down. We're just going to keep the clock moving here. Try to shorten the game and would I consider throwing the ball just to get a passing touchdown from Malik Cunningham when we get down to the close to the end zone? Probably. Only get 2 on that play. We're going to go play action. We ran this play earlier in the game and tried to get it to the tight end, but it was pretty crowded where we threw the ball to. And that's good defense. 3rd and 8. We are in field goal range here. So as long as we don't turn the ball over. As long as we don't turn the ball over here, we should be able to take a 2-score lead. Oh, and we do turn the ball over. Not a good throw. Really did not think he was going to catch up to that. Really thought it was open. And we turned the ball over. Lamar Jackson on the run. Picks up 9. They only need... They do need a touchdown to tie the game. And I hope if they do get the touchdown that they don't take all of the time off the clock. Would like to, at least if we do get the ball back, to be able to set up for a field goal. And Lamar Jackson just gonna actually juke out Jabril Peppers. See, might have been his first big run of the day. He's in the zone now. As he hands it off up the middle for 4. And they need a touchdown here. A field goal would not do. Not sure they would kick the field goal if it got to 4th down, but there's enough time left they might. That's going to be incomplete. They picked up the first down when I was looking at my phone, but Lamar Jackson trying to get another run. They pick up 4. And we really need a stop here. Really need a stop. They're going to just try to run read option again, and they're not going to get anything. And Lamar Jackson is out of the zone now. It's 3rd and 8. He's dropping way back. And he's going to get sacked. That's going to bring up 4th and 17. Carter, his 2nd sack today. And they're going to line up to kick the field goal. And that might be a mistake. Because if we can pick up a couple of first downs, this game is over. It's been a low-scoring game. A very low-scoring game. 14-10, but our final might be 14-10. It might have been enough. Our defense has played great in this game, and especially in the last game against the Browns. As Uche has a dislocated shoulder. Not what we wanted to end the game. He doesn't seem to get on the field as much as I would really like him to, but 70 yards rushing today for Mondre Stevenson. That should take us down to the 2. We can run this down to the 2-minute warning if we want to. Probably should just let it run down to the 2-minute warning. Because if we run a play now, would much rather have the ball on this side of the 2-minute warning. Try to start to force them to use their timeouts. Stevenson does get a push there. I think we're just going to run it up the middle again. Gonna snap the ball here. We get the first down, effectively ending the game. I'll run the ball again here. They're gonna use their last timeout. And we can run most of the rest of the clock out. Don't get a first down there. We're going to run this all the way down and call a timeout. And we're going to run the ball again. Take most of the time off of the clock. We're going to punt the ball now. They're not going to have much time. They're out of timeouts. They need a touchdown. And the CPU is usually pretty brain dead at the end of the game. So, especially when they're out of timeouts. Now, when they have timeouts, you better watch out. But and he's sacked, and that should do it. They're not going to have time to get off another play. I think that was Aiden Hutchinson on the sack. And we're going to win the game. Wasn't pretty, but our ability to run the ball and really take time off the clock is what won us this game. Take a look at the stats here. Malik Cunningham, 12 of 18, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Not pretty numbers. Fairly similar to Lamar Jackson's numbers, except he had no touchdowns. And one more completion on one less attempt. Running the ball, Ramondre Stevenson, 84 yards. No touchdowns. Only had a long of 14. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a long of 10, but carried the ball 9 times for 42 yards. Receiving, Ramondre Stevenson had 5 catches. Edwards-Helaire had 3. Garrett Wilson had both our touchdown pass. Both of his catches were for touchdowns. And we really just didn't throw the ball a lot today. Defensively, I got to go back here. Defensively, Matt Sharp led the team in tackles, I think. Led the team in solo tackles. Tackles for loss, we had some. A lot of guys had tackles for loss. Tim Carter had 2 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson had that one at the end. Kyle Duggar had a pick. Not a real flashy game, but Definitely a good one. It's a good win. Good win for the team. As hopefully it didn't freeze up here. Hopefully it didn't freeze up. It looks like it might have. Lost our connection to the EA servers. Well, we're not playing online, so shouldn't make much of a difference. No injuries. Anyone who was out was just out for the rest of the game. And we're going to move to 5 and 6. We take on the Panthers next week, who are 8 and 3. They're not good in real life. They're really good in the game in simulation for some reason. And they're 8 and 3, and they're only an 85 overall. So I think we've got a chance. We beat them. We move to 6 and 6. We're 500. We might still be able to make the playoffs. And that'll do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.